Thank you, Chairman. Colonel, I want to reiterate the appreciation this committee has for your energy, your stamina, your focus, your candor. It's regrettable that some of our federal colleagues are not at the table with you today. We would have liked to extract for them some of the facts from 10 days ago. My colleagues from both sides of the aisle, I think, asked good, fair questions of you, and you gave good, fair, accurate responses to them that helps us understand July 13th a little more. It was only 10 days ago, and we're probably only in the infancy of that investigation of our oversight responsibilities, but you've provided us a lot. I want to use the remainder of my time to look forward. There's going to be a lot of conjecture about what happened and who's at fault, but putting that aside, we've talked about flaws that happened on July 13th, be it tactical flaws about communication, strategic ones like lack of drones, administrative ones like command and control and who has what authority, what are the rules of engagement. So I wanted to ask you, Colonel, and it's been said, Pennsylvania is going to have a number of more rallies, appearances, where the public is going to interact with presidential candidates from both sides of the aisle. What are you going to do? How are you going to assert yourself in your leadership role to reduce the likelihood of an incident like this, specifically with respect to tactics? We understand that radio communications were a weakness. Do you have a perspective on looking forward, how you might command your officers in a different manner to ensure that from a tactical perspective, specifically with communications, these events are held differently in the future, sir?
So yes, I will start with referring to the testimony of Congressman Luttrell about reinforcing and reiterating to try and mitigate any potential complacency. The Pennsylvania State Police maintains the Pennsylvania Criminal Intelligence Center. We're always trying to lean forward and glean as much criminal intelligence as we can, not only generated within the ranks of the Pennsylvania State Police, but our local partners, our county partners, and then through task force collaborations that we have with multiple federal agencies. I can tell you that we will not back away from the Secret Service. We will lean forward to support them, and all of the resources of the Pennsylvania State Police will be brought to bear to keep Pennsylvanians and those visiting the Commonwealth safe.
Have you considered communications specifically? Different radios, training on those radios, other communications devices, be it digital or voice or whatever. Have you considered prospectively either acquiring new technology, implementing new training, or otherwise developing tactics that allow not only state and local to communicate better with each other, but also that communication to be shared more effectively with your federal partners?
I would say in the short term, coming up to the election, there's an extreme temporal component there that would make that difficult. Maintaining critical communications during any operation, be it an investigation of a traffic crash or a major investigation, a Cavalcante manhunt, an Eric Freen manhunt, a 95 bridge disaster, a derailment of a train on the border with Pennsylvania, a 6-hour running gun battle in Juniata County. We're always looking to get better, and communications that we maintain are a critical part of that. So I can commit that we will try to get better. If there is something that these future endeavors, which we've committed at the top of the testimony to be a part of, proves that we can be better, we're always looking every day to get better.
I know that members are allowed to, through the appropriations process, advocate for more resources to come to their state and local their state and local law enforcement partners for things like communications devices. I know that I've been able to lean into that process here, and I would sure that Mr. Kelly and others from the Pennsylvania delegation would endeavor to use federal funds to help augment your ability to increase your ability to communicate among each other and also with federal partners. I want to move to strategy, thinking a little more outside the bubble in the days and weeks leading up to an event. Colonel, do you have a sense on prospectively technology that you use like drones, other decisions you might make like stationing somebody on a nearby high vantage point like a water tower? You've heard some feedback from some informed members here today. Are those things helpful for you to plan moving forward to seize opportunities, both technological and physical, for events moving forward?
Short answer is yes. Our undercover assets and the surveillance and intelligence gathering is something we rely on heavily. We do have some drone capabilities that we're always looking to augment, but they're a phenomenal tool, and certainly their use will only expand into the future, probably long after my career and somebody who comes well after. But we're always looking to lean forward and do the job better, sir.
And I think what I heard, Colonel, from the totality of the interactions today was administrative issues related to command and control, rules of engagement, who thought they had what authority, who thought they had to call somebody to do something. Colonel, do we have your commitment that you'll lean as far forward as possible and essentially command my negation? That you'll do everything that was within your power until you're told to stop to ensure the safety of presidential candidates?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. I yield.